to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Along the lakefront, a look there at Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears. Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Past midfield. Still going. And he goes all the way for the touchdown. Fireworks to start this night with an opening kickoff return for 6. Start to this one. The opening kickoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
And each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start. But you don't get out to much of a faster start in returning the opening kickoff of the game. It's a dream start, as you said. And, man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it, and the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
All right, Mike, now the question is, how do they come onto the field and answer the bell? They give up the quick strike on the kickoff return. Do they come out here now and try to strike back quickly? Whether it's a long, methodical drive or something fast, just don't press too fast. There is a long way to go. A lot of football left to be played. There is no need to panic.
Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Second down, they need 3. On play action, it's Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he gets it to midfield, and he gets the first down. Good run. The drive continues.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. From the 41, it's 2nd and 1. Stafford now. That's out wide to Williams. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the 2nd straight year. Number 1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
The coaches spend all week, Mike, drafting up their opening script. These are the plays that they feel the best with to not only attack the defense early, but try to get an idea of what sort of matchups they're going to see throughout the course of the game. Now, all of that is thrown out the window. None of the plays take into account snapping it this close to your own goal line. They've got to try to get themselves some breathing room, pick up a first down or two. That will allow them to get back on track, executing the rest of that opening script.
They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
At the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Here's Williams. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one's good for 16 yards.
And the Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That is sweet. Gain of 16 on back-to-back plays. And another first down. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Swift. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 44-yard line, Here's 2nd and 9. Now Williams going to keep it himself. The defense not biting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Third down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Rams offense ready now for their 2nd drive. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Williams. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Rams, 1st down.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. As we are ready to get back underway. That's caught by Puka. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, Stafford. Going right back to Nakua, complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 18.
That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On 1st down, it is Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
2nd down, it's Stafford. That's caught downfield by Smith. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
34 yards.
That is a big play for LA. It's a gain of 34.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Stafford now on first down. And he's in! Colby Parkinson. Touchdown, L.A.
Los Angeles.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
An extra point attempt to follow.
Extra point.
He knocks it through, and the Rams will level things out at 7 apiece. Top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. He'll start at the 2. Oh! And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if it gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Swift. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Now after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That's caught! And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears. 54 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Moore going in motion. On third down, it's Williams. And he'll just throw that one away, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. On fourth down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. This is about as short as you can get. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That's to Parkinson, open right side. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap to Stafford. The catch made by Nakua. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing again is Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
And the Rams 1st down.
Stafford to throw again. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
To the air again. Stafford. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Throw it on 3rd down, Stafford. That one caught by Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They get 25 on that connection. 1st down, L.A.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short. What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
Turn his TV off, 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 turn his TV off. Ain't no other king in his rep thing makes so blue.
So, the late field goal brings us level. Final few seconds before halftime as the kick's away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Going up top. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. Low-scoring game, all time, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, will step aside. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and a yard. They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Cora. To the 20. And he will score. Blake Cora. Touchdown, Rams. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Now, the extra point.
For the extra point.
The kick is good. And the Rams go up by 7. It is now 17-10.
Bears 10.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready for their first possession of this second half. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. Throwing is Williams. Loveland open right side. He's got it. And will mark him down just shy of the 40. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
From the 44 now, here's second and 4. Thrown quickly, that's more on the RPO. And he's going to be out of bounds awfully close to that first down mark, but they're going to mark him just short. So third down coming up.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They will run it over center with Swift. That much there, a yard or two down to the 48. That stop made by Byron Young.
Brings up second and 7.
Second and 7. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Give up the middle with Swift. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again, and now it's third down.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On third down, it's Williams from the gun. Forced out wide.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. The drive stays alive. They got 23 yards on fourth down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down, but in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield, and there does come some danger when you throw back across, but in this case, it's a big completion. In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll put Loveland in motion. Swift, and he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
He'll try and throw. Here's Williams. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes fourth and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. The They'll start this on the ground with Cora. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He gets this complete, finding Adams. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Extra point try forthcoming.
For the extra point.
His kick is good. And the Rams will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Travel like I'm gone, I'm a traveling man. LAX, I'm the Baltimore, they landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, they bought in Japan. See these raps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the monkey pass, homie, I ain't walking there, Brody. In New York, hook me up like some Timberland.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Duvernay on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense and DJ Moore heading back onto the field, and he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And it's complete. To the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, Chicago.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Out breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. Throwing again, Williams. Moving to his right.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the first down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That's a short one, caught by Loveland. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
And 6 at the Rams' 36-yard line.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Williams. To the left side, he's got Komet. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
3rd down.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Exiting the pocket right.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That one, caught! DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
So let's see if the Bears can keep it rolling as they go for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the 4th quarter.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 10. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. On the ground, it's Corum to start the drive. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 33 yards. Once again, it's Corum. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. The Bears' 19-yard line.
is 2nd and 9. Parkinson in motion. Stafford gonna give it to Cora. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. Talk things over before 3rd down. Here's a run with their tight end. And the Rams going to be set up with 1st and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. They come away with a hard-fought victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Chicago.